Okay, so I'm going to be doing a review of the EUC BODYGUARD by Roll.nz. It's made in New Zealand. So I was working with Kevin and Chrissy to have this embroidery design done. The wheel cover itself with the current currency conversion rates and shipping was about $133. And then the embroidery I had done cost me about $120. Depending on the size and the design you have, the price of this the embroidery will vary greatly. But yeah, so this shipped from New Zealand and it got here in about 3 days. I think I was messaging Chrissy on the 3rd and it got here on the 6th. So it's pretty crazy how quick it got here. And the cover, it's very nicely made. There's some things I like about it that I wasn't expecting. So it fits really well with my custom side pads. So I have custom tilted side pads made by EUC guy Mathias or Matthias. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Yeah, so it fits well with these pads underneath. And I also have a custom touch light switch that if I were to tap the side, I can turn on the lights and it works through the padding. So let me see, here you go. See, so I was surprised because I thought the material was like rubbery, that it would insulate it and it wouldn't really detect my finger touching it. It's not really a tap sensor, it's more like it just detects like the, I don't know, the electromagnetic field or something on my hand. So yeah, so all of that stuff works. And the lights, the only problem I have with the lights is my MSX is one of the older models without that ring light, and because of that it looks like the LEDs actually don't line up the same way as they do on the newer models. And then they include a sticker, so if you're into those kinds of things, I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll just keep it. And then they also include like some small cuts, I guess sample material, so if you want to try anything with this, I guess you can test it on this. If you want to like draw on it or maybe cut it up or something, you can see how it affects the material. So as you can see, there's 2 different types, just like on the wheel. So I think this material, they said it's like a stronger material. The thickness of them is basically the same, but I guess the texture of this or the fabric on top is a lot more resistive to like abrasion and stuff. So it'll hold up really well, I guess, if you drop it. Let's see, what else did I not mention? So I guess I went over the price, and then also I have like a lot more custom things, like a built-in charger. So there's a switch under here. I didn't want to cut it out. They said that if I cut it, it's fine, like it won't have any issues because they laminated this material on top, so it's not going to come apart. And then also the charge port for my built-in charger. If I need to access it, I can actually pull up the fabric and then, let me see if I can show it, so I can plug it in even if without removing the cover. So that's nice. Another thing that I found that's nice is with the pedals, because there's like a magnet that holds it to the shell. This kind of makes the magnet not as strong, and then also because it's kind of a the material gives, it makes it a lot easier for me to like use my foot and then pull the pedal. Not with flip-flops, it's a little harder, but with shoes, oh sorry, there we go. With shoes I can do this a lot easier. So there, once I got it. So yeah, so as you can see, it's a lot easier for me to do that now that it has this padding, but then I get all marks all over it. So yeah, and then the other thing, you can access the trolley handle with it. And then, yeah. The only bad thing with this is because the material is stretchy. Every time you kind of like undo this and redo this, it makes the lights and everything out of alignment. So when you stretch it back, you have to like pull this all down, make sure everything aligns before you start writing again. But then also a nice thing I found is if you're using the trolley handle, you can actually still close this back up, so you don't have the flap just hanging out there. Yeah, so I don't really use my trolley handle, so I don't really care too much about that feature, but for people that use it, it's nice that you have access to it. So the cutouts are all very nice, as you can see. And yeah, so the only other downside I see to this thing is it's very pricey. So just like I wouldn't want to drop my wheel and get it damaged, I also don't want to drop this and get it damaged. So it still gives me that feeling where I don't want to drop my wheel. I know a lot of people like to do stunts and smash up their wheels. So I don't know if this cover, I mean, if you got money to like do that, then go for it. I'm sure this will protect it really well. I don't know if there's really much else you can get that will protect it better. You'd have to basically wrap multiple layers probably. But yeah, other than that, the cover is really great. It feels nice. I usually ride in shorts and my legs are rubbing against this, and it feels good. I went on long rides and it doesn't really like hurt my legs or anything. So yeah, it's very good. It'll keep the wheel nicer, and if I ever get a new wheel with the newer light, then yeah, that'll fix that problem for me. So hopefully that you like this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.